Well, hello there.
Hello?
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 Is this thing on? Hello?
Hello?
Welcome. Welcome, learners,
Welcome, learners.
to the. Oh, God. Oh, this always happens.
What's going on?
I just. I'm a shot in the dark. Which scene is the one
Ethan?
that I had everything set up in?
Don't you name your scenes?
I do, but I forgot which one. I have. Okay, it's this one. It's this one.
Okay.
I
Okay.
90% sure it's this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we are.
Yay!
Okay, we got it. 360 no scope, easy.
Whoa. Whoa.
We did it. We did it, gamers. Karina,
Good work.
this is your class, so I'll let you intro it.
I mean, yeah, we'll give it a sec. I believe Jamie's doing the announcement.
Thank you,
We'll let
Jamie.
everyone file in.
Of course, of course. Welcome, class.
Welcome,
Come in,
class.
come in. Don't be shy.
Come on.
You can be a little shy.
Just, yeah, but not too shy, or else I'll single you out in front of the other students.
Yeah. No passing notes.
Yeah.
Unless you want to share with the whole class. Happy Friday, everyone.
Happy Friday, TGIF.
Yeah.
Number 15.
I've got our portraits in the bottom right. So Karina, if you're doing anything in the bottom right and want me to move them, let me know. And
No,
I'll move
I'm doing Clip Studio today because I like it for sketching. So all of my like toolbars are on the right. So
yeah,
we good.
It looked like that was a safe
There's nothing
place
really there
to put us, which is why I put us there.
Wow.
I took a moment to think about where I was putting us. I like this lettering you've done here.
Thank you. It's my handwriting.
It's good. I like your handwriting, and I like this rainbow.
Thank you. Thanks. It's a preset brush.
It's good. Got a good arc on it.
Yeah. It's all that gesture shit. We'll get into that today. Yeah.
Did you draw that from the shoulder? You do a shoulder
Oh,
motion?
absolutely. Oh, for sure. I should probably move my water away from my from the splash zone if I'm gonna be going crazy here. But yeah, I wanted to do anatomy again because people seem to like it last time, and there's just like always more to practice and explore.
Yeah.
And I didn't like it last time because I was really busy that month. So I didn't have a lot of time to like prepare anything. But this time I found time to prepare things in between going buck wild on Twitter.
As you do.
So yeah.
Just 2021 stuff, you know.
So I feel more equipped this time and coherent.
Awesome.
Yeah, I was also like waiting for a package last time I did anatomy class, so I was just a full mess.
That built-in anticipation. Well, yeah, I'll be here fielding audience questions for you and probably asking my own because I also like to learn.
Yeah, I mean, feel free because I did prepare stuff, but you never know how much time these things will fill. But
yep.
we can just go to town.
There's so many body parts. I feel like we'll fill the time.
Yeah, there's so many body parts, and I know the name of almost none of them. So I'm really good at this.
Yeah. And you'll be able to say, I'm really good at this too by the end of this class.
Yes, you watching. You. All right. Should we get a going?
Let's get you going.
Is it a good time to get a going?
I think it's pretty good. Yeah.
Okay. Well, so like I said, I taught this the last time I did a draw class. I love anatomy. And but I wanted to do it again, but better and cover more things because I didn't have like my thoughts organized last time. So this will be a fun follow-up, but we will start off with a bit of like a recap of the main things I like to nail in about anatomy, and that is just the breakdown of the body. Go away. Okay. Nope. So I see this as like a way that a lot of people break down, like simplify the form and stuff, or like use this as their starting point, where it's like very rectangle-y and stuff, which, if that works for you, that's awesome. Good for you. I see a lot of professionals do it this way too. But I just feel like, there's other things. And that's where we get to the bean.
The bean.
Beans and bowls.
Beans and bowls. I remember beans and bowls.
Yeah, I love me some beans and bowls and whatever else I said. Curves, whatever. But when it comes to kind of like breaking down the human body, that's a very organic shape. Not a lot of straight lines, flat planes, like hard edges in organic stuff, especially in the body. So I feel like it's nice to break it down more comprehensively, starting with wait, I forgot what my layers are.
Hey, see? Same hat. Same shirt.
Okay. Yay. I labeled my layers. I just have them all in folders. And I'm working in Clip Studio because it's fun and different setup for everything. But yeah, so the way that I like to kind of view and use and teach anatomy is with the bean.
The bean.
Which is made up of your rib cage and your pelvis, my two favorite bones. So because like I just I took anatomy classes when I was in art school. I've done a lot of it, but it's very difficult and like hard to approach, learning about drawing the human body if you feel like you have to know every muscle and bone. Like, of course it's good to know these things, but like at a glance, it's like, the sartorius, like it can be simplified to something a lot more digestible.
Right.
And that is the bean.
The bean.
So, because these are just two real major bones that are going to really dictate like how the body is posed and stuff. So, instead of your torso viewing it as a rectangle, view it as a bean made up of your rib cage and your pelvis. Because, you and then when you do it that way, you can kind of just see like, I should make a drawing layer, shouldn't I? So in this pose, it has, a lot more motion to it. And, it's connected by the spine. So they just work in tangent with each other.
Yeah.
And I like the bean. So these are just your bones. These are the base pieces.
I was going to comment that even in your just like boxy version, you still like naturally add like a bit of curvature and like stretch and elasticity.
Yeah, I did do like some of my other lines in there too, but yeah,
the boxes themselves are like kind of curving a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
just
like that's how bodies do.
Yeah, because I feel like 9 times out of 10, it's going to be really difficult to like look at a human form and see just a box.
Yeah.
Like maybe yes sometimes, but a lot of the times probably not. And it's just easier to break it down this way to me.
Yeah.
Because I'm not book smart. I have all these like reference books and I just like don't read them. I look at the pictures. I'm a really visual learner.
Yeah.
And like I'm not going to remember the name of, this muscle and this muscle and these muscles all the time. That really needs to be drilled into me.
Right.
By muscle quizzes and Ring Fit, but I can always find the rib cage and the pelvis.
Right.
That's going to really tell you a lot about, the posture and the movement of what you're looking at.
It tells you, it gives you the direction.
Yeah.
It gives you that base to build out from.
So then the next step I like to do is the shoulders and the hips, because this is gonna like really dictate, again, the posture, the rhythm of this pose. What is the saying? It's the eyebrows of the body, the shoulder.
Yeah.
And then I'd argue the hips are the eyebrows of the lower body.
Yeah, you get two sets of the mustache of the body.
Yeah, because one thing you'll see a lot especially in like more dynamic poses, is that there'll be like this counteracting between the shoulders and the hips. Like it's not always going to be like this perfect box.
No.
A lot of the times they'll actually kind of counteract each other.
Yeah.
And that makes for fun posing in art.
Yeah.
So I guess I should just say it now if I haven't already. I forget everything I say the second the words leave my mouth. But like, I was an animation major in college. When I learned like anatomy and figure drawing and did figure drawing classes, it was a lot more focused on like the dynamic side of it rather than just like the strict science, like more sciencey leaning side of it.
Yeah.
So and I get people asking about how come up with pose, how set all this stuff up, and a lot of it is just like breaking it down from a very rigid thing, the human body, to more of this like dynamic-y thing.
Yeah.
So I think these are the points you're looking at if you want dynamics.
I really like the way you pose your characters.
Oh, thank you. I like to draw. I was having a field day prepping this shit because I really do miss like figure drawing.
Yeah.
And it's just something I haven't done in forever. But it is really nice.
Definitely.
So next one is the leg trick.
The Karina leg trick, yes.
I mean, I've definitely learned this from one of my teachers at some point, but yeah, the leg, easiest thing to do is that it's just these two like curves, because those are the two main muscles on your leg.
Yep.
Whatever that is and whatever this is. I don't care what they're called. I just know they're there. Yeah.
Fred and George,
my favorite muscles. But yeah, because it'll always curve on the front and it'll always curve in the back here, because that's just where those muscles are, and they'll always be like pointing up. So instead of doing like this, you can very easily just do a leg like do. Yeah, and that's really good, like especially if you want to like guess some really interesting posing and shit in there.
Yeah,
I love the leg trick. But yeah, that comes from the muscles that are in your body.
Yes.
So and then the last thing is arms. And like, I always forget the layout of muscles on your arms, but a really good way to think of it is you kind of have this like ball joint as like an elbow. Shoulder. And
the shoulder is the elbow of this part.
Yeah, exactly. It's the elbow of the arm in terms of being attached to your body.
Yeah.
So this is kind of like this round part, and then
it's a different type of joint though.
Yeah, it comes down, and then you have like this big inner part right there. So that muscle makes kind of like this curve going.
Bicep.
Opposite.
I know that one.
Yeah.
That's the one you do when you want to make a muscles.
Yeah, the two people who's most qualified to make a muscle.
When you want to show how swole you are, it's the bicep.
Drama is.
Yeah, it's where your little friend lives. So
I've heard it kind of like as a chain. So it does kind of just go like, there's a curve, there's a curve, there's a curve, there's this other little muscle right here, this guy. So yeah. and
if you
all
want to
good and
see
fun.
real exaggerated versions of those, look at anyone going Super Saiyan. You can really see the way the muscles interlock.
Yeah.
Everybody's got those
So
muscles. They're not as big and chiseled
yeah.
as Goku's, but
I'll get into that a little in a bit, but like, you know, when it comes to figuring out the general shape of the body, we're all built from the same parts.
yeah.
And then it's just, adding stuff on top or whatever. And yeah, so if you just combine all this shit, you'll go from this to this. I made them really
Oh,
meaty for some reason.
yeah.
TGIF, I guess, but
Thick
yeah.
boys.
So, because it's all the same
Sun's
concepts.
out, guns out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when you add in all the
Oh,
all the
thank you.
curves and stuff.
Chase Cubed is providing the correct nomenclature for the muscles.
Thank
If
you.
anyone's curious.
All things I should know, and yet here I am
Yeah.
teaching you anatomy, calling them the doodads and the
Yeah.
whatsits.
You can
Yeah.
draw them without knowing what they're called. That's the great
Yeah,
thing about
anyone
art.
can do it.
You don't
You
need
just
to know
gotta find what works.
what you're doing.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
need to know how you're doing, but you don't need to know what you're doing.
Exactly. Like I said, I'm a visual learner. I've done a lot of figure drawing. I've drawn many of people, and I use reference. A lot of just pure like picturey reference.
Yeah.
But yeah, so when you do these like really quick drawings like this, you can see like all curves. That's a curve.
Yeah.
That's a curve. Everything's really curvy.
It's a
I
curvy
just
time.
that it just makes it look so much more organic.
Iconic, organic, gigantic.
Yes, exactly. But yeah, so and this is just all stuff that's like using reference books. I kind of threw this together off the top of my head.
Yeah.
So but maybe you will prefer to see it in practice.
Well, look at these.
Yeah, a lot of these photos I got from Senshi stock on DeviantArt. They've been doing like these like reference photos and stuff forever. So check them out. They have so much different stuff and a lot of different models. Yeah, so I just kind of lifted these from them.
I wonder how many takes that guy midair needed to do before they got
I'm sure
that.
they just are like taking a lot of photos.
Got it in one. That's a really good one.
Yeah, so I picked out a lot of different people with different body types, and yeah, and this one is not from Senshi stock. This is from I buy a lot of pose books, and some of them come with CD-ROMs with photos that you can just take and use as reference. So
nice.
I use some of those in this, and
we were looking at pose books the other day. You brought some over. And we looked at them after recording or before recording.
I love pose books.
They're really good.
They're really good. So here's just some I picked to like, Redline, which I've already done.
Nice.
Because yeah. So you can see all of the same, like, I'm just going to go ahead and put that one up too so I can draw on it.
Do it.
But you can see all the same practices. Like with this guy, here's the rib cage, so it's got like this big lean back, and the beans doing that full arch.
Yeah, you can see the bean. You can see the bean in all of these.
Yeah.
Once you know to look for the bean, you'll see the bean.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
We love the bean.
We love the bean.
But yeah, so his bean is super easy to see, and like
a seen bean.
Same with the legs. Like for her especially, you can see the leg trick super easily because you got like, great, if I had anything just ready to go. Her leg is just like, it has that muscle and then that muscle, and then the rest is all filled out. And compared to him, he has a much more muscular build. So you like those muscles on the top of the leg, those stand out a lot more on him. but it's all the same shit. You can just kind of pick people apart. I liked this one because his rib cage sticks out super a lot.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's built different because
Yeah.
like I have like I'm kind of tubby in my tummy, but my rib cage does like stick out when I lay down.
Yeah.
And so yeah, so that's one thing is that when you have like fat on your body, that's all affected by gravity, so that gets pulled down.
Mm-hmm.
So even though his rib cage sticks out a lot, like his the rest of him just kind of like settles as is, and same with her. um you can't really tell because she's wearing a sports bra, but when it comes to like her stomach and stuff and her legs and arms, when you have fat on your arms, it does just kind of like droop and wiggle.
Yeah.
So yeah, so like you can see like here's that muscle, and then the fat like droops off of it because gravity's pulling it down.
Yeah.
So I also did some drawings of like, that's it hang.
Yeah.
Everything just hang down.
Yeah, that's a cool thing you can do from my door.
Hello.
Hold on. You continue.
Okay.
And I'm gonna see what that's about.
Okay. Come back soon. But yeah, I mean, and it's the same when you have like a person has breasts. That's why it's really weird when people draw boobs like this. Like that's a stylistic choice, that's fine, but in reality they'll like droop. Can you even see this? Here we go. But yeah, it'll be like that because they're getting pulled down. I feel so alone without Nathan here. But yeah, so I just wanted to pick some stock photos that I thought were really nice shows of the bean method in practice. Because, everything is bean. I love bean. Even, I didn't do a good job with this one, but with her, because her bean's actually kind of like this. And then her tummy like hangs off a bit. But yeah, if that's even possible to see. Yeah, there we go. Because her bean be kind of like that.
It was a package for a different apartment.
I love that.
I love that.
But yeah, I was just showing that her bean is here. I was mumbling to myself about her bean. I love bean.
Sometimes you just gotta mumble to yourself about bean.
I get lonely without you, Nathan.
Aw.
But yeah.
I'm back. Hopefully no more bad buzzes. Wrong apartment buzzes.
But yeah. So I just love drawing people.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to pick apart a few photos like these because I thought they were really good ones.
Oh, did you draw boobas?
I did draw some boobas.
Okay.
It's how because they all droop.
Yes.
I did find some figure drawings of mine from college.
Ooh, nice.
And
I love
really like this
looking at old figure drawings. I'm like, dang, I was pretty good.
Yeah, like damn, I used to be really good at drawing.
Like, it's one of those things. It's like the more you practice specific skills, the better you will be at them.
Yeah.
So it's, yeah.
But yeah, this was from a life drawing course I did. And yeah, you can see how just everything is just, it droop. Gravity claims us all.
Yeah.
But yeah, I miss life drawing. We
that?
should do life drawing together, Nathan.
Oh my gosh, I'd be so intimidated to draw next to you, but let's do it. Let's do it.
But yeah.
Throw me in the deep end. Let's go.
Anytime you have like reference photos, you can pick it apart and find the bean, find the leg trick, and that's so much of what the information you're gonna need, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What next? Okay. So the next thing I did is I wanted to kind of talk about like gesture drawing and stuff, and because that's a good way to like just really bang out some poses.
For sure.
Because again, I was an animation major, and we took very like animation focused classes and stuff. So we were doing a lot of 30-second and 1 minute poses for our life drawing sessions.
Just get them out.
Some of those here.
Just get them out of you. Yeah. Damn, Karina.
Those are the 30 seconds, and these are like the 1 minute.
You're
I don't know.
You're good at drawing. Did anyone ever tell you you're good at drawing?
Thank you. But
that's all. I love how like close together and like overlap. I always
have time to think.
I know, but like I don't know. It looks like you managed to make it like an interesting composition on the page. Like whenever I did these many gesture drawings, it would always just look like a big mess. But
I mean,
these are really cool.
It looks like a little bit.
It looks like a little, but it like I don't know. It's an aesthetic mess.
But yeah, I used to keep cool sketchbooks. It was fun. But yeah, so it was a lot of focus on like poses like this, like truly just the model like at the stand being like, okay, and so you just be banging them out, and you can't really like get a full thing done in that amount of time, obviously, but you're really getting like the energy of the pose.
And this is ink as well, which is like I think correct to be using for
because you don't want to get too caught up in it.
You don't have time to erase. You just gotta go.
You got 30 seconds.
You got 30 seconds.
Make it count.
Just go. Yeah.
But
I found like switching to ink for gesture drawings to be very freeing, because it's just like you just have to do it. You just have to go.
Yeah. So especially if you're doing like really fast ones, because then that way you can like really splotch stuff in.
Yeah. And if you don't
really just get the gist of the form.
If your page doesn't look as cool as this, you can just throw it out, because that like it's for you. It's for skill building.
Yeah.
It's not,
Yeah. There's a lot. I've done a lot of these, and these are just the ones that made it onto my Tumblr. Yeah. So
it's that
but yeah,
that little glacier. The work is under, and then the work you see is above.
Yeah.
So
because these are very contoury, but like when you're doing these things really fast, like you're just trying to get as much information as you can. So, and I think that's like the benefit of doing like really fast life drawing sessions, is that maybe you're not getting the anatomy perfect, like maybe you don't get the bean all the time, but you're finding like the really important parts, and you're really catching the energy of the pose, and I love that. So I think if you want to like really get into posing and like especially dynamic life drawing, start slow and then you can build on top of it. So I did some of my own using the Fight Guys. Where I was just having fun with this I would just build on top of really it each time. Oh, thank you.
I'm having a good time.
But yeah,
feeling inspired by this. I hope the audience is as well.
I hope so too. But yeah, this one was harder, so it took me longer. But yeah, because these are just, I did a really fast gesture, and then I did like a slower gesture, but you know, more informed now. And then I did a finished drawing and, you know, spent more time each time. But like, I feel like starting off with a really quick sort of gestury thumbnail was really informative to being able to build on top of it and get a nice little finished drawing.
These CSP brushes are really natural looking too.
Yeah, that's why I'm using it.
It's really cool.
I was just having a nice time. But yeah, and then I did that one because in my fastest ones, I was really trying to like indicate can I open my folder, please? You know, just both not that brush, although I do like that one. But yeah, just both the contour of what I was seeing, but also like the form with a little bit of shading. This one was just really hard. So yeah, there was a lot more like just pure contour with the second one. And then in the long study, I was able to really just figure it out.
Yeah. Anytime there's like some crazy foreshortening happening and like an awkward angle where like things are positioned in ways that your brain looks at it and goes, that's not how that should be. You just have to push past it and be like, nope, that's how it looks.
That is how it is.
That's how it looks.
I mean,
it's not how it's like. There's a difference between how it is and how it looks to you from that angle, right? Like, you're representing how it looks, and that's how it looks.
You know, again, there's a lot of breakdown in terms of just like form and stuff. So for this leg, it is tube. So you have, you know, that's facing you essentially. It's kind of facing up. It's going down. So, and then it has that weird muscle. So like it looks weird, but that's just how it is.
That's just how it be.
Yeah. There was one time I was like talking, giving a little talk to some students, and one of them was doing like a drawing of like, you know, looking down, and it was either looking up and like their hand was up, or looking down and their foot was like stepping forward, and they thought it looked so weird. And I'm just like, it's not that, it doesn't. It just, you know, it looks super weird in reality.
Yeah.
And you just have to kind of like really finagle it and figure it out.
Yep.
I mean, that's why doing shading helps, because like, you know, in this one it looks so weird. But if you just kind of throw in that shading, it helps a lot.
Yeah. Jamie's also posted a link in chat to Line of Action, which is what we've used that for reference as well. And you can set like timed sessions where it'll just like cycle through poses for you. So if you can't find some actual in-person life drawing, there's plenty of resources out there.
I don't know what the scene is for like in-person life drawing right now, but doing it online just as good.
It's good.
It is always like, you know, a little bit more helpful to see something in a 3D space, but you know what? We don't all have access to that all the time.
In
so
these times,
you make do.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I did have one more that we can do together.
Oh, we're gonna do it together?
Can do it together.
Wow.
And hope I don't fuck up.
I've got you on the Cintiq screen, so I can't, but people watching at home can.
Yeah. Here, let me zoom in a little to this guy.
I guess I could use
like
paper.
This guy. Yeah, you could.
Should I?
I always keep a chisel Sharpie nearby.
Pen and ink sketch.
I have a whole pile of paper that I like spilt boba on. So I always have paper.
Let's do it. Let's freaking go. I don't, you know.
Yeah, draw with me, Nathan.
Let's see. Do I have my pen? My nice Muji pen. I do. All right, let's do it.
Here, I already did one on paper. This is my really fast gesture.
Wow.
I love a chisel tip Sharpie. But yeah. So for this guy, I got me thing. I should have got started with a bigger brush.
I'm not going to be sharing this. I am just.
You don't have to.
Yeah, I'm just
That's
this is the first thing I've drawn today, so this is a warm up.
Oh my god, I switched it to too big. Oh. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, so here's my really fast one.
That's good.
Thank you. And it really gets the gist of it in there, I think.
Yeah. That's a nice. God, these brushes are so nice looking too.
Yeah. A lot of these are just ones that I got off of user made assets, free brushes on the Clip Studio Paint, whatever. It's good stuff.
It's so interesting, like which parts of the body fully disappear at certain angles, right? Like it's just the forearm on his right arm. Like you're not seeing any of the shoulder or bicep.
It's weird stuff. Human body, so annoying. Always going places.
Always hiding.
I just want to draw you.
Can I just draw you, please, one time?
Don't be shy. But yeah, so that's like, you know, that would be my thumbnail essentially. Like if this is my drawing, I'll just bang out this really quick thing to kind of just, you know, put everything roughly where it is, and then I can draw on top of it and get another more you just make sure I even have a brush I like, please. I don't know. It'd be helpful if I could see everything. Oops. Yeah, so it's got a bit of this rib cage is kind of like there, and then this is just fully thigh, so that would be the top, and then here's like that, and yeah, put something like that. I don't know. I love to draw. So that's kind of going down, knee right there. Here's that back part, and you can see the bottom of the foot. So there it's something like that. I don't know. I guess it's further down compared. I kind of stretched this one, whatever. And then, you know, you got them kind of teardroppy shapes in the arm.
Yeah.
And then back's not as arched as I drew it, but I love me some arches.
It's your drawing. You can exaggerate whatever features you want. Oh, this is just a reference.
This isn't his arm. This is his shoulder, and then the arm is all folded up right here.
Everything's behind everything else in the arms.
So then you have that little bump muscle, and then I'm getting a scam call.
Nice.
Good thing I don't care. Yeah, so here's my longer little gesture drawing.
Hell yeah.
Just maybe smooch in a face a little. Yeah, gonna inform the direction of everything.
Oh
with
yeah.
a few tube lines.
Give it them tube lines.
We love a good tube line. So that way I know where everything's pointing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that would be my like second little drawing.
This is also like such a wild pose, because when would you ever be looking at a person from this angle?
I mean, yeah, but I also just chose it because it's really interesting.
It's cool.
It's not easy. It
would need to be standing on glass above you.
Yeah, I think this is from is this Hyper Muscle Battle? It's probably Hyper Muscle Battle.
It's a cool pose to it's a cool shot to have in like a comic though, because
I wish I had more CD-ROMs. This is Hyper Angle Muscle Battle. My bad. A lot of the CD-ROMs are for weird things, so I had to be kind of choosy about what I used.
Want something weird? Put it on a CD-ROM. We
Put
got
it in
you.
a post book that I will get embarrassed about buying at Kinokuniya, please.
Please.
But yeah, so that's my little like slightly longer. It's the gesture of this.
Yeah.
Why is everyone hitting me up? Can't you see I'm teaching anatomy?
That's, that's when they want to see you the most.
Then I can really try and finish this. I'm gonna move this over. Hello. Oh, you're gonna let me. Thank you. So now I can take my other drawing and then work on top of it again to really finish it up and make hopefully a good drawing. I would like it very much, please. So yeah, and so now that I've really like banged this out and I've got like all the dynamic movement of this pose in, I can take my time to really finish and study it.
Yeah.
Because it's all about starting off big and reining it in as needed. We can do that. Always remember what Mr. Jennings said. You got to work on the whole drawing, not just part of it. It's like a baby.
Got to take care of your whole baby,
or else it'll die.
It'll die.
It's like what he said to me.
It's stuck with. It's a good thing, I think there's something to teachers having intentionally bizarre ways of describing things because you remember it.
Yeah.
To this day.
I still remember it all the time.
That's,
yeah,
my
design. Old bio teacher.
If it wasn't weird, you wouldn't remember it.
When we did like we reached like the reproductive section, he'd be like, okay, imagine a penis. And that's just pointing dead at you. And then someone chopped off the tip. Here's what you'd see. And I was like, cool. You lost me. But I still remember it. So it's got a bit of a flatter ass than what I gave him. When it comes to studies, you can go as
you can cheek up any of your models.
But if you're learn the way things are, and then you can really go crazy. We'll go crazy with one in a bit. Right now I just want to draw. I just want to draw a nice little dude. I love to draw. In between getting into fights on Twitter, I was just having like a nice time doing some like old school figure drawing. I really do.
You need that.
Yeah, it was nice.
To give you energy for the fights.
Yeah.
Draw some muscle fighting men.
Yeah. Hyper angle. Yeah, and then you can really just like futz this up. He's at such a heckin' angle. I put it kind of low because he got his stomach is like facing this way. It's doing, and then you can kind of see him titty. Really, it's just one titty.
Yeah, the other one is like...
Yeah, because his nipple's right here. So that's all we see.
Yeah.
And then...
Yeah, and that's his other one, right? Over there?
You can barely see it. It's right here.
Oh.
It's like that.
Oh.
And then this...
That's the shoulder.
Is the shoulder.
See, I was reading that as the...
As far as I can tell, at least.
As the other...
Is it?
Pec.
Actually, it might be.
But I'm not sure anymore. You're closer to the image.
No, actually. I think you're right.
And then the shoulder is hidden.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It really looks like it could be a shoulder.
Yeah.
God damn. It's got hella. Bleh. Okay, so then it's like that. Yeah. I'm kind
Yeah.
of just following the sketch I already did,
Yeah.
but better.
Yeah, it's nice when you have these tools that you can like
Yeah.
take
When
your sketch and refine it.
yeah. Don't mind me. I'm just doing a whole draw to kill time.
I have an audience question for you, Karina.
Yes, hit me.
Is there a particular place you go to buy pose books?
Um, I mean, I will always go to Kinokuniya and like look there. That's a Japanese bookstore. A lot of them are Japanese. I feel like it's much more of a thing there. But you can also find them on Amazon. But I will say they are just kind of like, books are expensive.
Yeah.
So if it's not something that's like, you just have the means to buy, there's a lot of free resources online. But they are fun. I just think they're neat.
Yeah.
um
Someone took the time to get all these poses together. I love the
yeah.
themed ones.
Yeah.
The one we were looking at was like Japanese office
Yeah.
boys,
Office boys.
salarymen, just like in their apartment, at the office, on the street, just like just some young men wearing suits.
Yeah.
In various casual poses.
And he got his fist kind of low. Dang it.
Cause like there's something really cool about being able to do like a nice soft pose, you know?
Yeah.
Like a real passive casual pose that's like,
because I have a lot of
feels
like
really
dynamic
natural,
ones,
but
it is that there are series where it's just like relaxed poses.
Cause
Jacob has both of my relaxed poses books right now, so we can't do them today.
yeah, as an artist, my instinct is always like do the most, exciting, dramatic pose, but that's not always what the piece calls for,
Yeah.
Sometimes you just want to draw something that feels real like cozy and soft, but you still want the pose to look nice and not like boring.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of interesting ways to pose someone looking cozy and soft.
Do some shading. I'm gonna do some shading and yeah, okay. Not have the brush be so dang big.
Which brush is this?
This is some watercolor one I downloaded. Most of the brushes I've been using in this program are literally just user made. They were free.
Nice.
Brushes. Should I do?
Anytime you mention user made, I just think of Tron. I fight for the users.
Yeah, because it is always just nice to have like information.
Yeah. Define things.
Yeah.
Give it a little bit more three-dimensionality, more form.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of if you're doing strictly contour, if you're doing strictly like line art and stuff, there's a lot of things you can accentuate, but maybe that's not always like the best. Because if you add a lot of lines to something, it starts to like look kind of weird. Like for example, in this, if I were to go like, okay, there's a bit of a line here, there's a bit of a line there's these lines, like it starts to look kind of like overworked.
Overworked.
You can especially if you're doing kind of like anime or cartoon style drawings, you can delete information that you think isn't helpful.
You can be more efficient with your information. Yeah.
But when it comes to figuring out form and stuff, it is really nice to have maybe like the values set in, so you can kind of tell like, oh, this is further back because it's more in shadow.
Yes.
And it tells you more than like lines.
Yes.
Some of the time.
For sure.
Because if you're doing everything strictly in contour, like it can be, you can lose some of that information. I should remember what brushes I like. Yeah, because this is kind of. I'm gonna draw on his shorts, whatever. Yeah, so you just tighten everything up.
Yeah.
Spending time on this, it's coming out nice.
Looking good.
Thank you. Blend that in. Yes. Yes. Oh my god. I miss doing workshops. I just think they're nice. Yeah, so you can kind of tell where everything is. And you're a lot more informed now about the form because there's a bit of value and stuff.
Informed about the form.
Yeah. Because with like the work that I do and the work that a lot of people, especially like illustration, cartoony type stuff, animation and stuff, a lot of that is like line heavy, but not everything can be parsed really well with line, I think. But yeah, here's like my little quickie.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Go away. Please. Okay. Not that. Nope. Yeah, so that's a progression.
Very cool.
Thank you. But yeah, when it comes to doing like studies and stuff, I'm just look, I can't prepare everything ahead of time, but I've done plenty of life drawing.
Yeah.
In my lifetime. Where's some of my other ones?
Life drawing in my lifetime.
Yeah.
A life
these
of
are
life
ones
drawing.
that I did in these were in college. So these ones I was trying to like, capture the lighting and stuff because then it informs you about like the shape of her breasts, the shape of her muscles and stuff.
I like the
better.
mouth, the little mouth on the one on the far right.
Thanks.
Hi. Who, me?
What? What else do I have? But these were ones that I did. I think these might have been in college, but these were in a workshop I did with my aforementioned baby killing drawing teacher.
Nice.
And because these had a focus on, like the further away, the less line you see, you really, it really informs the way that it's shaded really informs the form without fully using line. So when I think when it comes to studying, it's just nice to try out a lot of different methods because
a lot of different
not everything can be studied with just contour drawing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really like these ones. I used to be so good at art. But I mean, when it comes to stuff like this is the style that I work in and stuff, where it's like this comic-y style. So doing things this way works for me as well. Where it's just, it's contour drawings but I can also like know the form due to shading. I always get like thrown off when I'm working on pieces because I'll do the line art and it like looks weird and it like won't stop looking weird until I add in color and shading.
Yeah.
Just because all that information is there in the underdrawing, but
right.
I'm not gonna over accentuate too many parts of the face. It looks I feel like sometimes I see with some artists like they'll really like do the smile lines and stuff, and there's just there's so many lines on the face, but if you make those lines too hard, it looks it ages the face. It doesn't look the same. Whereas if you like use shading and value like that, looks nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you for drawing with me, anyone who is doing it.
Yeah, post it in the Discord.
Yeah. No one's posting in the Discord.
They got time.
Yeah. But yeah, so these were just some of my gesture drawings. I really recommend building up, if you're doing like life drawing and stuff, building it up this way, because there's so much energy that you capture in doing it really fast that, maybe over time you lose it. But if you just build on top of that, you'll retain some of it.
I just
Yes,
noticed
thank
that
you for posting.
the
Huh?
the one at the top there, it looks like an endless chain of guy punching the guy behind him in the face. Oh, 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 oh.
God.
I'll
So
just
yeah, so
punch him in the nose.
if you want to get real loose with it, start slow and then build on top of it.
Yeah.
If you're ever feeling like stuck, just go a little wild and then rein it in.
Yeah.
Because sometimes people worry that they lose a lot of action in sketches and stuff. Well, stay loose.
Stay loose.
But yeah, so that was my gesture drawings. What else do I have? You're like, I need to help me out with this because this is where I run out of shit. But ooh, people's drawings are so nice. Thank you for posting them. I hope you're having fun. I love figure drawing.
Yeah.
It's such a delight.
I have another question for you.
Please do. I have time to kill.
Has there ever been a pose you have just gotten so stuck on it's become like a sort of challenge nemesis pose?
I mean, plenty of times, but if it's ever too much of a problem, I just kind of put it aside. And then like I either just like delete it or I like go back to it. I struggle a lot with like anything that's kind of going like perspective upwards. Like if you're, like I'm up here and you're down here. It's really hard. I'm really bad with those, and I love doing like really whoosh kind of perspective, but like that one I do a lot of just like redraw.
Yeah.
Because it's just like it's really easy to do like
There it is.
Yeah, but like it makes more sense in like a sketch, but the more I rein it in, that's not even a good sketch. Ha! You've caught me.
This was a trap question.
Dang it. Oh no.
But yeah, activated my trap card.
It's just one of those things that I'm like, I've never like really focused that much on drawing like faces at different angles, and it's something I'm still learning in a lot of ways. So
yeah, same.
Just,
faces are wild.
They're hard, especially like once you get into like a style.
Yeah.
And then you have to like figure out your own fucking style. I hate it. Why do we do this?
Going back to like Julia's face rune and how like because like the face is in like 3 different planes. Like there's like this part, but then there's also like your eyes go like around to the side.
Yeah.
And so like when you're below, you have to factor in like how being below affects each of the
it's hard.
each of the planes. And if it's tilted slightly, it's a whole thing. Which is why I don't do that.
I try, but I think like something I notice about myself is that if I have like something like this or like the face is up there, like over time it'll adjust itself down over the course of like redrawing and stuff.
Like actually he's looking at us.
Yeah, he's making direct eye contact. But yeah, it's one of those things. It's like if you're struggling, you just chip away at it, I think. And this is the last thing I have prepared, so but I did want to kind of show like once you know your fundamentals, you can kind of push it and stuff. This is just a pose I found on one of my other CD-ROMs.
Nice.
But so say you got this. This is a really well drawn pose. This is a nice pose, but I I feel like, we can push it. Let's go a little crazy. Let's exaggerate it.
Let's
So
exaggerate it.
the first thing I did was like break it down in, show in the way that I like, where I know where the rib cage is, I know where the pelvis is. So, there's your thing, there's your thing. So I just redlined the drawing, just kind of laid it out all nice and good. And then I took that red line and then really exaggerated the postures of it. I kind of pushed the shoulders way up on this
party
one.
Guys now.
Yeah, so the shoulders are just kind of like whoosh, going all the way over there, and then for him, like they're going down. Push the hips to kind of like also be going in the same directions, or this one's kind of like now there's more of like a downward arc on his like lower body, and this one's like going up. So, and really just made it a lot more flowy. I thought that was fun.
It is. You're correct. You thought correctly.
Yeah. So this is where I landed with it compared to the original.
Oh, and then they see these poses inform the character.
Yeah.
Of each of these people.
Yeah. So even if you use reference, you can just like mix it up too.
I love taking a body out approach for character design. It's like pick a pose, exaggerate the pose, then it's like, okay, who's having this pose? Who is she?
Yeah.
What's her secret?
What other poses do I have? I have a spicy pose and I have a weird pose.
Hell yeah.
If we want to like do things.
Yeah, we've got like an hour, so.
Yeah, I prepared what I could.
Yeah.
In between going ape shit.
There's no shortage of stuff we can do with anatomy.
Yeah.
It's the basis of most drawing, most person-based drawing, character-based.
Here's my weird pose.
Oh.
Again, these are all things I just have lying around on CD-ROMs. We can do a live exaggeration with that because I've been left to my own devices.
Do it.
My God, why is it so big?
It's pretty big.
Get out of here. Can you be smaller, please? Yeah, this is like some weird pose that was in a book. It was not what kind of book it was, but the other poses are a little spicy, so we can do that one later.
Sure.
But look, it's good to like practice your spicy stuff because that way you have to look at bodies. But yeah, so God. Okay, first things first, I'm gonna break this shit down. This is like the floor plane. This isn't like modeled by models, so I don't know how accurate this is. But we're gonna figure it out.
We're gonna figure it out.
There's your ribis. Okay. If that goes there and that goes there, then the pelvis is like it's so yeah. There's your bean.
There's your bean. We found the bean.
Yeah,
thought you could hide the bean from us, but you can't.
I'm a bean finder. I'm really good at it. So that'll be your starting bean, and then your shoulders kind of go like that.
Yeah.
God, the way this is drawn is so weird. This person also has trouble with up angles on faces, I see.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
they're looking down.
Yeah.
We can make it go more up.
Yeah. We can make it go more up, and then I'll be like, oh, I don't know how to draw this, and make it go down. Yeah, let's make it go down.
Well, you can make it go up and then just give him like long hair that covers most of it. It's just like chin, nose, and then hair. I love that.
I'll do a little darker. You can still see the leg trick.
Yeah, there it is.
Wait, no. Yeah, this is. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
There it is.
And then yeah. Side note, not great at drawing feet and hands. But I will throw it out there. I'll leave it to Jamie to figure this one out. But this is a book that I've been checking out. All of my reference books are in Japanese and I can't read them. But again, I'm a visual learner. So like this is the hand drawing book, How to Draw Hands, from the guy who draws all the weird Yu-Gi-Oh hands.
Yeah.
It's an entire book on just drawing hands. It's very extensive. I like it. I need to really look at it more, but yeah, I didn't prepare that for today. I'm not. I was busy.
Raikua says it says hand in kanji.
There you go. So. I'm pretty sure it's because in English it just says how to draw hands. I just forget the name of the artist. If it's, I don't think it's Gilbo, but yeah, Jamie will figure it out.
Jamie's going for it.
Yeah, you got this, Jamie. We believe in you. So let's do our little chain. Arms all twisting weird. Yeah. So yeah, that's it.
That's it.
That's it. Okay, let's do this guy. This is just a. I think that chin needs to be higher, but what do I know, really?
For your drawing, you know everything.
So here's this, your rib cage. You can always tell because it's got that little bit. And
we're getting that bean. Here it comes.
Bean. Something like that.
Bean.
Something like that. Oh my god.
Yeah.
This is a stupid angle. Why did I do this?
It's bean.
It's bean. So. This pose is a mess. This pose is a mess.
How to draw hands.
Yeah.
That Takami Kagami teaches with all of his power an overwhelming drawing style.
It is overwhelming. He's the one who did the Kaiba hand.
Yeah. And there's a link. There you go.
You want to know how to do this?
You ever want to do this?
Yeah. Shit. Is this what it is? I don't remember what his hand is.
Yugi boy.
Yeah, what Kaiba says that.
Yeah. That's my Pegasus impression. Did you like it?
No.
Yugi boy.
Yeah, so here's the gist of it. Here's the gist of it. Okay, because that shoulder's kind of going back. So something like this.
Yeah.
It's something like this. God, we should turn this into something.
Make it your Neopets.
Oh my god! Okay, so let's fuck this up. Let's go a little zany.
Let's go crazy. Let's go wild.
Okay. Yeah, let's go absolutely bananas.
Let's do some banana stuff.
Okay, actually, this is already really bananas. I'm trying to think, like, should we maybe, like, lift that? That could be fun. Let's do like that. I want to lift that in the same direction.
Jamie mentioning in chat that one of the suggested books on Amazon is called the translation is How to Draw a Little Bit of Sexy Girls.
Just a little. That's a treat.
Just a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. You got other stuff to do too, but
yeah, don't go like too hard on drawing.
You just
want
to draw a little bit of them.
Just a bit.
Just a little bit.
Okay. So let's see how annoying I want to be today.
Oh yeah, sort of a
So
lean
that goes
forward,
up.
and
Yeah,
then their
that
head
can
can be looking right down at us, and you don't have to worry about that angle at all.
Ha ha! I win again, critics.
Yeah.
And
If anything is at an angle you don't want to draw, change it. It's your drawing.
Yeah, art.
It's
The
your
things
drawing
that you're drawing don't exist. You can just do whatever.
You can make it.
You control it. You're
control
like God.
Make it however you feel comfortable, unless you want to bust out of your comfort zone, in which case you can, but you don't have to show it to anyone if you don't like how it turned out.
If you ever want to just, if you ever want to get real zany with like your dynamics, just have things going in opposing ways.
Yeah.
Can never go wrong. Then that'll go
either it'll turn out cool and you can show it to everyone, or it'll be a learning experience and you don't have to show anyone.
Yeah, jury's still out on this. But we'll see.
Yeah. If this doesn't work, no one's allowed to show this to anyone.
Yeah. This doesn't leave.
This doesn't leave the stream. What happens in Drawclass stays in Drawclass.
Is there now. Should I make it more?
But yeah, like I think this is a great example of how to just like take these sort of basics that we've talked about and apply them in cool experimental ways. And you don't have to be afraid to try it. Nothing bad is gonna happen if it doesn't work. It's like
if I can do this live,
it's not even a waste of time, because you'll have learned from the experience. You'll have gained, that much experience points.
Yeah, learning that something doesn't work counts as learning.
Yeah, or just like it didn't work that time, but you can sort of be like, okay, that's didn't work when I tried it this ways, but maybe in trying something that didn't work overall, you found one thing in there that did work, and you're like, ooh, that was actually kind of cool. That interaction, that interplay between the forms and lines that I wasn't expecting, that I didn't know I could make something look like that.
Let's see if this makes any goddamn sense. You become lessen yourself, please. Thank you. So I just love throwing a shoulder in just the absolute most bonker direction.
Karina's always out here throwing shoulders, walking past me in the hallway, making me drop all my books.
So
this is really, really cool to watch, though.
I love to draw.
I love
It's fun to try things.
It is fun to try things, and you can you don't need to be intimidated by it. Like, this is I would make something like this, like the purple layer, and be so flummoxed by it. But you're still going. You're just like, no, that's the underlayer, and we're gonna build on top of that.
This is how I do everything. I have so many sketch layers on just about everything I do.
I think that's awesome.
Aw, shucks. Thank you. Sometimes it's a mess, but
I think,
that's how I got here.
Yeah, I think that, like, some people have it in their head that, like, everything's gotta be, like, neat and perfect the first time you do it, and that's not, and, like, that prevents them from even trying. And it's like, no, you gotta make the mess first and then clean it up.
Exactly.
Or don't even clean it up, just make the mess and look at it and be like, okay, I made this.
I made this.
Just relish the mess you made for a minute.
Yeah.
Only you could have made the mess exactly the way you made it. That's beautiful.
Nathan, that is beautiful.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense? Yeah, whatever.
Ooh, I like that a lot. Yeah.
Yay! I feel like this needs to go higher, but yeah, something like this.
I don't know why. This is reminding me. I recently rewatched Fantasia.
Mm-hmm.
And the one where it's like all the ballerina animals,
Oh yeah.
and I'm getting like the ballerina ostrich vibes from. I don't know if they do this exact pose ever, but I feel like there's a lot of interplay, and especially towards the end where like everything goes off the rails and all the different animals are like jumping over each other and dancing with each other and stuff.
Yeah, I should rewatch Fantasia.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
I watched both. I did a double feature, Fantasia, Fantasia 2000,
Wow. That's
and
been forever.
they're both fun. They should make another one.
Wonder why they haven't.
Well, they waited like 50, 60 years between the first two. So maybe they're waiting another 60.
Okay, that's fair. That's how they do things, huh? Okay, gonna bean. This is something. This is something.
Yeah. It
This
really
isn't
is.
this isn't stupid. I thought it'd come out worse than it has. For sure.
That's a good point. Leslie Penny says, if your inner critic starts ripping into you for making a bad drawing, ask it, well, show me your drawing, because I don't see you doing any better.
Yes.
Exactly.
Get their ass.
Okay, then you do a better one, then. You, me.
Okay, here we go. Something like this.
Inside me
this
voice.
Make any sense?
It like it's like bumping into the they're not
it's like
they're not clear. The original there was some clearance, but this one looks like maybe not as much.
I think the original is supposed to be they're like balancing on the head, but in this one they like fully just went to do as like somersault over them without saying anything first.
I see a ballerina stabbing the crouching person. Ooh, an assassination.
Oh, shit.
Or like about to snap their neck. It's like, I just came to the dance hall to have a good time, and then it's like, well,
and I'm feeling so attacked right now.
there was a hit out on you. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm a ballerina, and I also do murders.
Okay. Let's rein it in.
The original had intention. This one looks like they just ended up here. Yeah, there are a lot of different stories you can tell with this pose. With any pose, really. Like you can take a pretty static pose and see where it leads you.
Yeah, I know that's what we did with the Clip Studio episode.
Yeah, with Clip Studio, with Passion Pose. It's like you can, because we get this question a lot on Discord about like art block and stuff and like coming up with ideas, and I think starting with a pose is often a great way to generate ideas. You can generate so many ideas just from one pose. And then, even if you don't end up using that pose, maybe the ideas you've generated give you, an idea for a character or a story or a setting. And then it's like, okay, well now I want to sketch those things.
Yeah.
And you can.
You can just do that.
You can stop working on the pose you started on if it served its purpose by getting you back into thinking of ideas. None of these things are meant to be like traps for you or things to get you stuck. They're things to get you unstuck. and just help you get where you want to be.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I started drawing buying pose books in the first place, because they always had like such cool. I bought a lot of like fighting ones, and they always had just like such cool, really like jumpy, actiony poses, and that was just like something I really wanted to do more of. So if I was never really like sure what to do, I'd just find a pose from there and like make something out of it. And you can just change things to fit whatever it is you want to do.
Right.
If you reach that point. Back when, after we saw Cats 2019, I wanted to do Cats fan art. The poses for those like fan arts I did of cats were like from my fighting books. Because, you know, it's not too far of a stretch to have like a cool kick and like a dance move.
Right.
So, yeah, I just I just like took it from there.
Yeah. Cat fight. Is that anything?
Yes. What's everyone feeling on cat fight?
Cats fight. Cats 2019 fight.
Yeah, Cats 2019 fight. Yeah.
McCavity!
Woo!
Milk.
Draw milk.
Yeah, this could be a Cats 2019.
Yeah, they just need ears. Boop, boop.
Jellicles can, Angelicals do.
Yeah. There we go. We got there. That's just whatever. Yeah.
I never need to watch Cats 2019 again, but I'll never stop thinking about it.
That took up like part of your brain. You lost knowledge,
yeah.
And now it's just cats.
It's just in there. It's just like I'm glad I saw it the one time, so I never have to see it again, and I can just, you know, anytime I'm feeling blue, I can YouTube search the Skimbleshanks sequence.
Heroes get remembered, but legends never die. There we go. It's cats now.
It's cats now.
This kind of worked out. It worked out more than I thought it would.
It's really good.
Thank you.
This is what happens. You don't keep working with your mess, and sometimes you'll end up with cats.
Yeah, we got from here.
Look at that.
We got that. Can you move?
I love that.
And then not that. This.
Yeah.
No, not that. This.
Yeah.
You can just make that. All you have to do is practice. I'm really good at drawing cats 2019 because I learned so much anatomy.
Yeah, academy.
Sports and outdoors. I'm learning now that maybe Academy isn't a national chain. I said that to my roommate, and he also had no idea what I was talking about. I was also met with awkward silence. It's a sporting goods store.
I was just combining cat and anatomy. But yeah, no, I only know about Academy Sports and Outdoors from you because you talked about it in a Drawfee episode.
Oh, I forgot. I don't remember Drawfee episodes. Get out of here. So yeah.
I don't remember episodes. I just remember things from episodes that live in my brain now.
Yeah, like Frog.
And Crob.
Crobs.
Crobs.
Some old boy.
Old boy. Heading down to the Chesapeake Bay to get some crabs.
What else? Do we want to do another pose? I have a spicy one. It's not that spicy, but it's not this.
We got another half hour.
Yeah, unless anyone has like questions or
Oh yeah,
requests.
if anybody's got any cues, put them in the
Yeah,
chat.
that's what Nathan's
I'm here.
looking for.
I will read your cue. I will read it.
Whoa. Well, in the meantime, I'll just cue this up. Yes.
It's a good pose.
Yeah, I think I've drawn this pose before. I think I've drawn this pose from this angle before. Oops.
Oh no, you got me.
Oh darn.
Oh darn.
Oopsie doopsie. It's a good pose. Just it's from one of my books. Is one of the weird ones.
Wow.
Wow.
I really like the hands in these poses.
Yeah. Hands good, but they're really hard to draw, so I'm not gonna teach that.
How many tangents are happening in that hand? The bottom one, bottom right hand. Because that's always my problem. Is like to draw hands accurately, you end up with a lot of tangents, and so I have to pose them in weird ways.
I also think with this, you can. They drew both lines in, so you could see through.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, but let's pick it apart because this is all I have on my desktop. I have more of the fighting one too, so. Yeah, I just like to draw.
Hey, I found your contact lens. Excuse me, do you know the way to the train station? Very good.
Just another day. Okay, so there's perspective at play here.
Yeah. This is a treat. Just watch Karina draw some fun poses.
I like to draw. I've been too busy playing Ace Attorney lately to draw.
But you beat it.
I haven't yet.
Oh, I thought you
I
did.
beat the first one. There's two.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, they're really good. And I really want to get through the second one and find out all the spoilers. So
I bet you will.
Yeah, I will. It's just, I mostly play it at bedtime. So like I keep falling asleep and not really making any progress. I think he's got anime head, so the head's kind of big, but
it's anime head.
We're just picking it apart right now.
It is kind of funny to see like anime proportions, but like rendered, or the line art's very realistic looking.
Yeah.
Like without any of the anime features.
These pose books, I will admit, are for nefarious purposes. Yeah, someone's asking if this is from a CD-ROM. CD-ROM came with a book. I will say that it's a book of submissive poses. That's part of the title.
Sometimes you want to draw someone a submissive pose.
Yeah.
That's allowed.
Yeah. If here's leg line. Yeah, guess which pairing I've drawn with this exact pose. Can you guess? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Tube lines.
Yeah, got a lot of stuff at work here. Because this arm is resting oh so slightly.
You mentioned bedtime activities, and I've been watching that that new Star Wars like
Oh
animated
yeah.
shorts.
How is it? I do want to check that out,
It's
even though I don't
fun.
really know that much.
It's you don't need to. Is
Yeah,
the thing.
that's what my roommate said.
I like the one where they refer to the Force as Majina. That's kind of cool. And there's
Okay.
one with that's like one of the characters is just the fancy boy from Promare again.
Yeah, I know.
It's fancy boy from Promare versus blonde Kill La Kill girl.
Nice.
And they do it. They do a big fight.
Yeah.
It's
Studio
just
Trigger said no more Kamina brothers, more Leo brothers. We only do Leo now. We already have 3 Kaminas. We can't just keep doing Kaminas.
But they're all it's really cool. It's fun to see like anime tropes and Star Wars tropes cuz like they'll still do those like crazy like wipes and stuff that are from Star Wars and like the Star Wars music but with like anime pacing and like those long silent shots. I don't know. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out because it looks pretty at least. And, you know, my roommate's going to info dump about it to me eventually anyway. So might as well get one step ahead of him. My God.
Yeah. My favorite Star Wars stuff is everything besides the movies.
Well, you should talk to my roommate about that shit because, oh my God, he's almost done with his complete, like,
power rankings.
He's consumed every piece of Star Wars media at this point.
All right, well, so he's beating me by a lot.
Yeah, by a lot, I'm sure.
But we can talk. We can talk when we play D&D.
Yeah, you still need to do that, buddy.
Let's do it.
Oh, right, it's on me. It's on me to schedule it. God damn it. Okay. So leg line. Yeah, something like that. That goes there, that goes there. It's kind of moving back. Can I get the proper, thank you, brain? I just like to draw.
I think that's wonderful. I like to draw sometimes. Other times, I'm like...
We should really draw together. Like... But like, you know...
Yeah.
Not in the way that we always do.
In a different context. We should draw together. Imagine.
Can you imagine?
Could you imagine if we drew together?
No.
No, I do want to draw like for fun.
Yeah, it's something.
I need to fix my brain to associate drawing with not just work.
Yeah.
My free time. I'm always so impressed with how much you draw outside of Drawfee.
It's really fun. I think.
It's good. It used to be. It used to be like that for me.
It can still be fun.
And then video
we
games
just have
happened.
to do it together. I mean, yeah, I can't focus on it while I'm playing like Ace Attorney. But
yeah. Because I imagine if I drew for fun more, I'd get better and faster, and then I could get my work done faster, and then I could do more drawing for fun. Sort of a virtuous cycle of drawing instead of playing Hearthstone.
Yeah, let's draw for fun together. Okay. Sometimes me and my friends would have just like draw hangouts, and we'd just get like a big newsprint pad and like draw stupid shit. Like it'd be like draw a car.
Oh my gosh.
Everyone draw a car on this page and it would all look bad.
I was thinking of like a Drawfee episode idea of just like very basic but just like just a full from memory episode of like very surprisingly difficult things to draw from memory.
Yeah.
Like just draw a motorcycle without looking up reference. Something like that, you know?
God, this is such a rough angle.
You got this.
Thank you. Oh my God. I don't think anyone guessed it. I did Leo and Gallo with this pose like a long ass time ago. I've had this book for a while. Okay, then. Yeah.
I just always assume it's your Neopets, but that makes sense.
Surprisingly not this time.
Yeah. But you could.
This is hard.
You can always make it Neopets or cats.
And a mess. Yeah. Yeah, would my life get easier if it were Neopets? Let's find out.
Yeah.
A 1, a 2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There it goes. Now we're in.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need to give your drawing a snoot and see if it helps.
Yeah. So much easier to pose with a snoot.
The snoot tells you everything you need. Aww.
Doesn't tell me everything, but
everything you need.
Oh. Okay, we'll figure that out later. Yeah. That's the fun thing, is that if you just keep practicing your anatomy and you find like all the shortcuts you like, you can just use it for anything.
Yeah.
It's like I said, it's all those people who like have never seen our stuff before, commenting about our like clip studio video where it's just like, oh, using 3D assets like this isn't real. Learn how to do anatomy.
Like, what do you think? Like, what do you think we're doing?
Yeah, I'm like, buddy, you're gonna wish I didn't learn how to do anatomy. Have you seen the shit I draw?
Yeah. Like, gosh. What a baffling response to like, ooh, a tool that makes it easier to learn anatomy.
Yeah.
Learn anatomy hard. Do it harder.
Yeah.
It's like,
I suffered. You must too.
What a cool
No.
What a
you
cool
can have
outlook.
It both ways.
You can just you can make life easier for yourself if you want. You can also learn anatomy. You can learn anatomy while looking at reference and tracing reference. It's allowed. Yeah. It'll still be different. You'll come up with the context for the drawing. Like, yeah, relax. Everyone can relax about drawings. Drawings are for whoever wants to make drawings.
Yeah, I have a lot of just grumpy old man feelings about art, but the main one is that you should be enjoying yourself.
Yeah.
Making work that you like. All the time people are just like, I can't draw. And it's like, no, everyone can draw.
You can draw.
You just feel like you want to draw in a certain way and you'll figure that out. You just got to go at it.
Yeah.
So that positioned this a little differently. So I do want that to go up there.
Oh, Jamie found the Gallo and
yeah.
And yeah.
Oh, yeah. Is it the same one? Is it the same angle too?
It's you change. It's like you did the thing where like you probably took this pose and adjusted it a bunch.
Yeah, because I know I didn't redline it. I just did it from
It's coming
from my eye.
It's more tilted, like it's more coming at us, sort of.
Oh, okay. I might have been using this series of books with these like anime style poses. They do come with like a lot of different, like they do a full turnaround of each pose.
Gotcha.
So This is just the one that I picked.
But you also had to like adjust for the fact that Gallo's so big.
He's so big. Yeah. But because usually when I do like a whole thingy, I just kind of eyeball it rather than I'm gonna cheat. I've earned that on this Friday.
You've earned it.
I've earned it. Yeah. I don't. Also, since I typically just use the books, I just can't redline them. So I do just like
use them as reference.
Yeah. I just do a little everything I've taught you to do today, and then I figure it out, and then I just go from there.
Yeah. And you can too.
Yeah. And once you do, nothing can stop you from drawing whatever you want.
Yeah.
Jacko pose goofy? No problem.
Yeah. Learn anatomy. Me learning anatomy. Is this what you wanted?
Yeah.
Is this what you wanted, salty commenter?
Yeah, this exists now.
Yeah.
This is what you asked for.
Yeah. Congrats. You manifested this.
Yeah. People got to be more careful with their manifesting powers.
Yep.
I was just too mean to crypto bros yesterday, and I manifested Elon Musk and Grimes breaking up.
That was you.
And I manifested a new Teen Wolf movie. I need to stop.
You're too powerful, Karina.
Of course.
Sometimes I'm like, Karina's just my regular pal. My regular pal who I do Drawfee with. And then I'm like, Karina's one of the most powerful people I've ever met.
Nah. Shucks. I think you're really powerful too.
Oh, thank you. I wasn't able to manifest Elon and Grimes breaking up though.
Yet.
I've been trying. It really wasn't also, you really had to set it over the edge there.
Also, I see Jamie found the book this is referenced from.
Yeah.
It's a good book.
It's a good book, but you have to find it yourself. We can't put
it
the
is,
link. It's
it's just a little spicy.
It's a little too spicy.
Yeah,
you can
there's feet stuff.
You can do the
good
research.
Reference.
If you're determined, you will find it. It's there. It exists.
Yeah. Everything is really just at your fingertips if you look.
I really like the just like subtle changes and adjustments you do in this phase of the drawing.
Yeah, I mean,
it's really cool. It's like these little things just like add up and make it a Karina piece.
Shucks.
You know, it's like that thing that we're always talking about like finding your style. It's like you have it. It's in you, and it'll just like the more skills and tools you develop, the more ways it'll shine through.
Yeah, I mean that's just part of learning how to art. I have 8 years of formal art education.
Yeah.
And I continue to work in art ever since. And I consider myself still learning, really.
Yeah, it's a constant learning process.
Yeah, you're always figuring out new things and wanting to, change up how you do things. But sometimes that's frustrating, but I think it's fun.
Yeah, you can take time to do new stuff, and then you can always come back to what you're comfortable with, and you can see how trying the new stuff is able to affect your regular stuff.
Yeah, I should redraw this Leo and Gallo. That was a good drawing, but I could do better now.
Wow.
I love redrawing everything. I'm just like, damn, I learned one thing, and it's gone straight to my head. I wanted to change the angle on that.
I love your unfinished like sketch faces too. They're like a couple lines and it's already so expressive.
Yeah. Jacob did a class on expression, right?
Yes. Excuse me.
Oh.
You ever just get like a little piece of phlegm stuck right in there in the middle of a stream? Just trying to say something and not sound like you're dying, and it...
That's me most of the time during recording. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm always just like gently trying to clear my throat before we start recording. I'm just like, God damn it. I'm always afraid.
Karina throat clear. It's nice. It's just like, it's part of the episode.
I'm always afraid I'm gonna like choke when it's my turn to say my name.
Well, you'll never say.
So far, so good.
You'll never say make even more drawings.
Yet.
Oh my gosh. What was that?
I wasn't gonna point it out, but everyone else did. So.
Sometimes there's more liquid in your mouth than you think there is. There's always
constantly.
Some. There's always some in there, but sometimes
it's just it's like, more.
It's a little prank. It's a little self prank.
Yeah.
I love a self prank. A body prank.
God, this brush is wild, but I really do like it.
What is it? Is this another user made?
Yeah, this was I really just anytime I use this program, I hop onto like the free like user made brushes and I just download anything that looks kind of neat. So this one is called Artemus.
Artemus.
With a U. It's a 3 brush set.
Heck yeah.
Something. Yeah. I love knowing how to draw. Everything can happen.
Everything can happen if you know how to draw.
So neck, back of head. Head's kind of big. Whatever. So then,
it's closest to us.
Yeah, apparently. It is now. Let's have a little hood fella. Yeah. Here's a little extra one. Clothing.
Jamie, so fast.
Huh?
With the link to the pencil assets.
Thank
for Clip
you.
Studio. Thank you, Jamie.
Yeah.
I might just actually save those for my own self.
You should. There's so many things that you can just like grab.
Put a little add a bookmark there. Oh yeah, dude. Very cool. So much texture.
This is coming towards us, then this would be like that. Sure.
Is he pointing at him?
Yeah, maybe he's doing a little caress.
Oh, that's nice.
I don't know. I don't know if his hand's actually reaching down that far. It's just propped up.
Doing a little tickle.
Okay, no. No.
No. That's too much. Sorry I said that.
It's okay. I forgive you. But yeah.
Caress is better.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Guess he has baggy clothes. So let's have that kind of fallen down. Same with little hoodie pocket.
Scoot's got such a cool outfit.
To think there was a time when he was going to look completely different, but then I saw this outfit and was like, actually, No.
Actually, it's this.
Yeah, actually, this is the moment. Have some fabric fallen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Fabric just follows the line of the body, so
yeah,
that's why I'm just like, there we go. Sure. I don't know. I'm just a baby. No one take that and run with it.
No.
I'll kill you.
The most powerful. Yeah. You see? Did you see what she did?
I'll do it to you too.
Yeah. Destroy your relationship with pop singer.
So funny.
It's really good.
God. Yeah, something like this.
That was the last straw.
Can't anymore.
Yeah.
Have this go back. Okay, that's kind of weird, that hand. Maybe he's doing a nyan.
Maybe.
I hope everyone today draws something fun and experimental and that it makes you laugh. Because that's fun. I love art.
Yeah. This is kind of like when you have the hands like that, that's kind of like the pose you had loose in the color. Just from a different angle.
Yeah, people have been drawing good looses. I kind of want to draw loose again now. I want to draw so many things, but I have so much Ace Attorney to play.
This is the eternal struggle.
Yeah, just like
when you want.
I want to draw Ace Attorney fan art, but I need to finish Ace Attorney first because every time I look up character reference, I get spoiled for something. So I am. Damn, what a struggle! Am I right?
Yeah. This is looking great though.
Thank you.
Yeah, just like in a 2 half-hour sessions, you can go from pose reference to original piece, or at least like the bones of an original piece. That
yeah.
And like I think that's
how do you zoom out so far?
I think that's really useful to be able to see that, like, you know, you can start with just like a very simple static image and really like use it as much or as little as you want to inspire.
There we go. Yeah,
like that's great.
Thank you.
Use reference.
Reference is fun.
Use reference, learn anatomy, use your knowledge of anatomy with reference to make...
Anatomy can be really daunting and complicated, but you can have fun with it too.
Find the bean.
Yeah, find the bean.
Step 1, find the bean. Step 2...
And just so we're
make
clear,
a mess. This
is my way of seeing things. And if you find other ways that you think work better for you, like, that's awesome.
That's okay. Yeah, there are plenty of resources.
Yeah,
online,
maybe you don't need the bean.
Different ways of thinking about it. I like the bean.
Other book. I like the bean a lot too.
I found the bean.
I got that from one of my professors.
Learning the bean like immediately made my figures feel less rigid and stuff, because like I went from my figures felt too sort of like they didn't have any form or structure to them to like, oh, I need to make sure they feel like filled out, but that made them feel too rigid. And then the bean is like the whole form is right in there.
And again, this is all coming from the perspective of like, you know, I was an animation major, and this is all stuff they taught us, to lean more into like storyboarding and like animating where it's like motiony. So maybe that's not what you're going for, but whatever works for you. But I hope that this acts as, a step if that's what you're looking for. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen real quick. Oh. I did just want to. Oh, sorry. Should I have warned you more?
Hold on. I can make it both of us. Right now, I'm very small.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Hold on, there we go. There.
Yeah. Yeah. I just wanted to point again. Here's the
Force.
Book.
Yeah.
Force. Yeah, a lot of people, very, very well-known book. I actually don't have a copy. This is my roommate's copy, but it's a really fantastic book.
Look at that like cover art.
all the stuff that I've been talking about.
Iconic.
Yeah. I will say that as someone who likes to draw a lot of like hunky little meat cake men, this is a book I picked up on a whim at Kinokuniya. I don't know what it's called, but the artist, I believe, the only thing in English on the cover is Drawfee, but it does just have a lot of like reference and like anatomy breakdowns for how they draw. You can't even see it because the white balance is all wonky, but they don't use the bean.
Oh.
They use a lot more of like a more complex shape.
Yeah,
like
they use
system.
They use that like the wooden like posy doll.
Yeah. But yeah. I really like the art in this book. I bought it just because I liked the art on the cover. But I was kind of worried that maybe it wouldn't be that useful because I can't read any of it, but I really like some of the stuff, and I did draw some from it for this class. And yeah.
Wait, what was the one piece of English on there? Jamie wants to try and find it. Dabi. The fire guy from
yeah.
My Hero.
But, it's just something like, hey, if you like this art style, someone made a whole reference book.
The first line of katakana is handsome.
Yeah. I think, did it say? How to draw handsome body, muscle and sexy. Yeah. I bought it because the art was pretty.
Yeah. That's correct. That's the correct reason to buy something.
If there's art that you like, take a peek-see at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I hope that was a great follow-up to my last time I did this class.
I thought it was. I enjoyed it. I think that like there's so much to be learned from just like watching process, I think I like a class that's like half sort of slides and explanation and half just like application and process.
I hope everyone felt the same. I did kind of lose track, but near the end there, but that's why you're here, Nathan.
Yeah, to talk about Star Wars.
Yeah.
But keep the banter up.
Yeah.
Thank you so much to everyone who tuned in live, who supports us at the learner tier. We really do appreciate your support. And thanks to everyone who has tuned in to the VOD and made it this far. Consider supporting us at the learner tier and watching live sometime. We announce what the draw class is going to be ahead of time, so you can always bump up for just one and pop back down. If you can't maintain for multiple months, that's totally cool. But we love having people watching live and asking questions. It really adds to the
it helps
the class experience. And y'all ask great questions, and a lot of cool stuff being shared in the draw class chat.
Yeah, thank you everyone who drew along with me.
A few gestures in there. They look really nice.
Yeah. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, if you end up taking some poses and making them into your own art, please feel free to share that as well.
Yes.
And yeah, we're sorry.
Sorry.